Okay, so my travel kit consists of one of three items, depending on how I feel that day or what I'm looking for. So I have the Fuji XT-3, and I'll always bring, because it's not IBIS, I'll always bring an IBIS lens. So the 50 to 140, or the 35, or the 18 to 55 kit lens. Those are the two I usually bring with the Fuji XT3. If I'm shooting with the XT-4, which I did this last shoot, I'm going to bring the 35 mil, the kit lens, or the 16 mil. Now, I'm not really a wide shooter. I like to do a lot of close-ups. You can see some pictures here if I show it. And in the process of doing these, I rarely ever shoot 16 unless I need like that wide field of view, but I don't know how to shoot it very well. So I use the 16 mil on the Fuji XT4 for close-up shots, ring shots, flower shots for my wedding. So I rarely ever take it out to do like an actual shoot. I've tried a few times. I'm not good at it. I don't do wide angles very well. With a person in the frame. The other thing I bring is, if I don't bring this Fuji kit, then I bring the Sony kit. And so the Sony, I'll bring the 28 to 70 2.8 and the 85 mil. That's it. That's all I ever bring with me overall as cameras. So the three cameras that I have, XT3 with the kit lens or the 50 to 140. If I don't bring that, then I bring the XT4 with the 35 and the kit lens. And if I don't bring the Fujis, which most times I don't, I leave those at home, I bring the Sony 28 to 70 and the 85 mil. Now, the 85 mil is a 1.8, and that is more than enough reach and bokeh if you ever want to do a shoot. It has a good filter size. I think it's 67 like everything else. And I feel like the G Master 85 is overrated for the price compared to the 85 1.8. Rarely, when I use the G Master, because it wasn't mine, it was my friend's, and I used it for about 4 months on shoots, majority time I rarely went down to the very lowest. I think it's 1.4, I think is the lowest it goes. I was sometimes at 2.0, maybe 3, with 2.8. I don't remember what it was, but I never really ever went down to the 1.2 or 1.4, whatever it was. And so I liked it. It's just I never saw the difference between 1.8 and 1.4 enough to justify the cost. Anyway, the next thing I do is I bring a flash, the AD200, and I'll bring the adapter, and you'll see this in the photos, the adapter and all this stuff. Now, they sell it separate because when you buy the kit of the AD200, it comes with a box flash, bare bulb, and a LED light that's just not strong enough for most things outside. But this is a really good flash for out there, like if you just want a little bit of pop. You're against the sun's in the background, you want a little bit of pop. It's a really good flash. If somebody's older and they have wrinkles, you really want to do like a softbox because it really shows the wrinkles out. But if they're young or they don't have a lot of wrinkles on their face and they're not smiling very much, usually it's a pretty good flash in general. Marcus Pix does a really good thing about the 8200 and how he uses it, and I really love the way he uses it. But I usually don't bring a softbox. I just use the accessories that are here. I have a C-stand, and I'll show that. Sometimes I'll bring a speed light, which I'm showing right here, just to kind of keep, like if I'm going to be walking a lot, I'll bring a speed light with the umbrella. If it is windy, I don't use the umbrella, but I'll show you the picture of the umbrella here. But I'm going to do a whole video over all the soft boxes and umbrellas and C-stands and all that kind of stuff that I use in photo shoots or studios mainly, and how they kind of look. The last thing I do is this Peak Design backpack. Now, I say this over and over and over. Don't cheap yourself out. Like, there's certain things that you can probably get away with and cheap, but backpacks or bags are pretty much the way to go. I don't really care about Peter McKenna and all his stuff. I get that he's just trying to market and trying to make money different ways, and he's trying to do his own thing. So his backpack might be awesome and amazing, And one of the guys that I shoot with sometimes, he brings that peak, but that's just a lot. But I bought the 20 liter, and it's just too small. Always buy the bigger backpack. It just works out so much better. And I think that's about it that I bring on my everyday, like just kind of photo shoot, carry type of thing. Well, thank you. Have a good day. See you on the other side.